Okay, let's unpack this. You know that feeling, right? Social media, it's vital for growing your business, reaching your audience, but oh, the time it eats up, it can feel like such a heavy lift just trying to keep up. That constant content treadmill. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something new, something that promises to, well, maybe change that. It's an AI-powered platform called Baked, and it's positioned as a solution to exactly this problem. Our mission here is to really get into Baked, what it does, how it supposedly works, its magic, and what makes it different. We're going to explore if it can actually take that heavy lifting off your plate and maybe, just maybe, help businesses grow like 10x faster by streamlining content, scheduling, the whole lot.
And what's really fascinating, I think, especially for anyone who's, stared at that blinking cursor wondering what to post, is how Bake seems to be tackling two huge challenges. First, keeping your brand voice consistent, making it sound like you, and second, just managing the sheer amount of content you need today. It's aiming right at that core pain point, time and, yeah, creative block.
Right. So there are tons of tools out there claiming to help. What exactly is Baked bringing to the table that's actually different? What's its core promise?
Yeah, good question. The big one, the thing that really jumps out, is what they call smart AI that sounds just like you.
Hmm.
This is supposed to be generic AI text. They claim it's crafted to match your brand's tone, voice, and vibe.
Hmm.
Think about that. An AI that genuinely captures your unique style, that kind of authenticity, that's huge for building trust.
Okay, that is a big claim. Because let's be honest, generic stuff just gets lost. If it doesn't feel real, what's the point? Right. But how? How does it actually do that? Is it just waving a magic wand?
Not quite magic. It's more about smart learning. It looks at your existing content, your inputs, how you tweak its suggestions. It learns. And beyond that core voice thing, it also promises effortless planning and automation. We're talking things like one-click scheduling across platforms.
Okay, so efficiency. Making the calendar less terrifying.
Exactly. And it goes further. It aims to improve your results by helping you track performance and understand your audience better. So it's not just a posting tool. It's trying to be more strategic, helping you figure out what actually works.
So moving beyond just churning out content to actually seeing what lands and managing everything in one place. That sounds...
That's the idea.
Mm.
Centralized management. It really boils down to saving you time, significant time, so you can focus on, actually running the business.
Okay, that's the promise. Sounds good. But how does it actually work day to day? You mentioned a simple three-step process. Walk us through that.
Right? They've tried to make it really intuitive. Step one is about getting ideas, get instant post ideas. You basically just enter a topic. And the AI suggests captions, hashtags, even visuals tailored to your niche, the big benefit they state. No more staring at a blank screen, which, let's face it, is a huge hurdle sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. The blank screen void. So it's not just text, it's giving you the whole package to start with. Hashtags, visuals, everything.
That's the claim, a complete starting point. Then, step two is preview and customize easily. This is key for keeping control. You see exactly how the post will look, and you can easily tweak the text, change hashtags, pick a different image, all in one spot.
Okay, so you're not just handing the keys over to the AI. You get final say, you can inject your own personality. Makes sense. Then what?
Then step three, schedule with smart timing. And this is interesting. It doesn't just let you schedule, it offers AI tips for optimal engagement. It suggests the best time to post based on, presumably, data about your audience.
So it's bringing in some of that analytical smarts even at the scheduling stage.
Exactly. Then you can schedule it right away or save it to a content gallery to use later. It's meant to be a smooth flow idea to publish post.
But whole workflow, it does sound really user-friendly, almost like having a little AI assistant for your social media brainstormer, writer, scheduler. Okay, we've seen the three steps. Simple enough. But what's actually in the toolbox? What specific features are powering all this?
All right, let's look under the hood. The feature set is pretty solid, even on the free plan. So everyone gets the core AI post generator, obviously, but you can also upload posts you made yourself, use their post templates, or even upload your own templates.
Okay, that's flexible, so you can lean on the AI or bring your own stuff in. Good for different workflows.
Definitely. Then for branding and customization, which we talked about, that brand voice matching is the star. But they also mentioned a brand style guide, feature super useful for consistency, and a media library to keep your images and videos organized.
Yeah, the style guide makes sense. If it's going to sound like you, it needs to know your rules, your look and feel.
Precisely. Then you've got other smart AI tools, things like AI hashtags, emojis to help with reach, little optimization tweaks, and they have AI analytics, though that seems to be more for the paid peers, for really understanding performance.
Gotcha. Analytics usually cost more.
Yeah. And finally, scheduling and planning. You get a proper content calendar view and the ability to schedule everywhere, meaning across all the platforms they support. So pulling it all together is trying to be this comprehensive suite, not just creation, but consistency, planning, analytics, efficient management, the whole life cycle.
It sounds incredibly useful, especially like you said, for smaller teams or solopreneurs juggling everything. But okay, let's talk brass tacks, the cost. And can you actually try it without pulling out a credit card? That's always the big question with new tools.
Absolute crucial question. And they seem pretty accessible here. They have a free forever plan,
Mm-hmm.
which is, a great way to just kick the tires. You get 5+ AI generated posts per month, support for 2 social media platforms, and 7+ AI suggestions.
5 posts and 2 platforms. That's actually enough to get a real feel for it, isn't it? Not just a teaser.
Yeah, it seems genuinely usable for trying it out. Then, if you need more, they have the tiered paid plans billed yearly. They mention getting 2 months free if you pay annually. There's a basic plan at $49 for essential tools, a standard plan at $99 for advanced features, and then the premium plan at $199 for the full creative suite.
Okay, so basic, standard, premium, $49, $99, $199 annually. It seems like there's a step for different needs, from just starting out to needing more power.
Exactly. It looks like they've tried to cover different bases. And they really push the trial. Try baked free with no strings attached, no credit card needed, cancel anytime.
That lowers the barrier significantly, shows some confidence, I guess. They want you to see if it works for you first.
Right. Experience the value before paying.
Okay, features look good, pricing seems flexible. What about the other practical stuff? Security. Is my data safe? And where can I actually use this thing right now? Which platforms does it connect to?
Very important questions. On security, they're quite explicit. They say they use bank-level encryption and are fully GDPR compliant. So that should offer some peace of mind about data safety and privacy. That's table stakes these days, really.
Good, definitely reassuring. Nobody wants their brand content compromised. So, platforms. Where does it work?
Okay, currently, native support is for Instagram and Facebook, so the big ones for many businesses.
Right. The essentials for most.
But they also say they're actively working on adding more, specifically LinkedIn, Threads, and Pinterest.
Okay, so future expansion is planned. That's good to know, especially with platforms like LinkedIn being so important for B2B.
Absolutely, and it highlights that ongoing challenge, doesn't it? Managing content across an ever-growing number of platforms efficiently. Tools like this become more valuable as that complexity increases.
We've covered the tech, the features, the cost, the security. What about the people behind Big? Do you know anything about their philosophy, their company culture? Sometimes that tells you a lot.
That's a really insightful question. They describe themselves as a small business, and they emphasize being fast, open, and transparent. They're also fully remote, which they say allows for flexible hours and helps them maintain a zero-stress policy.
A zero-stress policy. I like the sound of that. And it kind of fits, doesn't it? They're building a tool to reduce social media stress.
Exactly. It connects directly. A team focused on reducing internal stress is probably well-positioned to understand and build a tool that reduces external stress for its users. It suggests the product design likely comes from a genuine understanding of those pain points, aiming for simplicity, efficiency, taking the pressure off.
Right. It feels like they're building something they'd want to use themselves. Okay, so wrapping up. Baked is positioning itself as this effortless AI partner for social media, designed to simplify, automate, and crucially, maintain your authentic voice. It really promises to give you back time to focus on, well, actually growing your business. So if you're listening and you feel that social media burden, that time suck, maybe this is worth exploring. Remember, that free trial is there, no strings attached. It could be a chance to see if Baked is that missing ingredient you need to make your social media strategy work for you, not against you.
In stepping back, looking at the bigger picture, it's clear AI is changing the game for content creation, for work in general. This deep dive into Baked really makes you think, doesn't it? As these AI tools get better and better at mimicking our unique voice, at automating tasks, what does authentic content even mean anymore? And maybe the most important question for all of us, how do we leverage these incredible tools to scale our reach, to be more efficient, without, losing that essential human touch that actually connects with people and defines our brand?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Something crucial to keep pondering as these technologies evolve. Fantastic insights. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll catch you on the next one.